Hi, this is REHWR, Robert Harden. And Asa, please please allow this response. When I saw the video of Asa getting the email about all these people, saying they're giving up on life, guys, I hate to tell you, I know how you feel. But, but it wasn't over economic times. Okay, I know times now are tough, but the thing is, they've been tougher. Times have been tougher. I mean, look at the Depression, the Dark Ages, the Holocaust, third world countries. We have it easy. And again, I know how you guys feel. I went through a hard patch in my life. 13 years. 13 years. Having an abusive stepfather, of being beaten, and it just wasn't fun. And there were a couple times when I thought of suicide. I mean, how could you not? But I never acted out on it. Actually, it was a cat. I know this sounds funny, but it was actually a cat that kept me from actually doing it. See, I was sitting in my room just thinking about it. I'm gonna do it. My cat walks in, looks at me, and just sits there and looks at me. And I'm telling you, this cat was just looking at me like, what are you thinking? How could you do that to your mother? And then, looked away from the cat, and the cat climbed up to my lap and literally smacks me on the side of the face. And looks at me and goes, how could you be thinking that? Don't you know? That's what I thought those the eyes of that cat were saying. How could you be thinking of doing that? And from that point on, I thought, well, I might as well live this life. And eventually, my stepfather tried to kill me and my mother and my sister, and we beat the royal crap out of him. I mean, seriously. Like, he had a broken nose, his dentures cut the part where his lip and gum connect, and then he had he had dentures at kind of an early age, and he had 3 broken ribs on the left side. Oh, and his skull was fractured. So we beat the royal crap out of him. But guys, trust me, don't give up on life. Don't worry about what I know times are rough, but don't worry too much about the future of these things. Live now. Okay, you hear scientists always talk about, well, what's the purpose of life? I'll tell you the purpose of life. To live for now, to live fully and deeply. Which is why, I won't suck up to people. I refuse to. My family think I'm weird for that, but I think to live, you must live. Okay, I don't particularly care if I get rich or not. I don't care. Because all I need is to live. I went through some years before I was being pretty depressed. Never took any medication. When I was in school, I was bullied on. Pretty much, I got into a lot of fights because I would not let those guys dictate my life. I lost some of them, but I still fought back every time. I didn't let those guys bully me. And I know in these hard times that it's hard to keep going. That's the thing. We have to. That's who we are as people. if we don't keep living on, what's the point? Man, and again, there's been harder times. There was the Great Depression, Dark Ages, and think about what life was before, like during prehistoric times for people. Okay, pretty much, dealing with all sorts of stuff, and I can't imagine what it was like for Vietnam POWs. All sorts of stuff. We don't have it that bad. Okay, in Mexico, I hear it's a lot worse, because why else would they be coming up here? Okay, it's just people. I know life is hard, but we have to try. We owe that. We owe that much to our parents who worked as hard as they could for us. Worked as hard as they did raising us. We owe them that much, just to keep on living, keep on trying. And if you're feeling bad, something's always worked for me. I always go for walks, or I do some kind of physical labor. That always makes me feel better. But life is worth living, no matter how hard it is. Sorry, WR. Out.